Yeah, conscious, but also like, why the fuck are we fucking with these people? Yeah, they fucked with me first, but just enough to understand, like, don't fuck with this anymore.
Yeah,
he feels like maybe P
was a little bit
going over the top, and that shows you how much of a writer P is, though.
Fuck, dude. You know what P reminds me of? It's just, I don't know if you guys seen this movie, but it's a movie called Devil in a Blue Dress with Denzel Washington. It's based off of a Walter Mosley book. He has a friend in it, a Don Cheadle, just like P. Yeah.
Or a more recent example, Blind Spotting.
The Raphael Cassell's character. Yeah.
The one where he's on probation.
Yeah.
Last days.
His buddy is a fucking.
His buddy's basically like that.
Yeah.
Impulse.
Yeah. Just pure. Yeah. Like you say, just pure impulse. Just first thing comes to his mind.
Fucking live wire, ready to rumble. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have friends like that sometimes. I mean, they get shit done.
They do.
They do, but they're ready. They're ready to do anything.
They do, but
yeah. There's always that but.
Can I be 30?
They're the last person you call. Yeah, they're like the last. Like when all else hits the fan, shit, I gotta call Sweet Pea. Shit.
Sweet Pea, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, Sweet Pea, come on, let's go. Let's go on and do this thing real quick.
Holla back, Sweet Pea. There needs to be more Sweet Pea.
There needs to be more Sweet Peas in the world.
At least if you don't do a second Baby Boy, do the spin-off of Sweet Pea.
The story of Sweet Pea. He needs work, that actor, probably. So bring him out.
Chronicles of Sweet Pea.
The legend of Sweet Pea.
On that note, I have a John Singleton interview where it's basically a reflection on, or looking back on Baby Boy.
Okay.
I think he's interesting. I like it. I like listening to him.
So let's check it out.
Cool. Yeah.
Baby Boy doesn't reflect my relationship with Tupac. It was a movie that I developed for him. It was a movie that I developed that I was going to do with him. The last time when we spoke, it was at the Crenshaw Mall, and I said, I got the movie that's going to get you an Oscar nomination. This, and we were supposed to have a meeting and lunch, and within a week, he was gone. And I put it on the shelf and hadn't really thought about it, until just before I did Shaft, and then I met Tyrese, and I was like, okay, he's from Watts, as a kid, he could probably do this. And I met Taraji at the time too, and stuff and everything. And then I went off to do Shaft, and I came back to Baby Boy. I was in New York for like a year, and then I went back to LA. I said, I gotta do something LA. I give me these LA moves. Like, I gotta do LA, right? Went back to South Central Los Angeles, and I just went back in the neighborhood and did what I wanted to do, like, a truly LA movie that some people. Some people remember me or love that movie, as much as they love Boys in the Hood, because it's so indelible to what that experience is. It's so specific to what that experience is. And I did the same thing I did on Boys in the Hood, even more so, not just with a pretty much predominantly black crew, but, I had every gang member, everybody, friends, families, my own children in that movie. I just made it a really personal kind of thing. My mama's in a scene. So I was like, just try to really make it part and parcel of me, and it was a very fun film. I think it reminds me of those films that they used to make in the Italian neo-realist tradition, where they would make these films that were very real, but they'd have these surreal elements in them. With I think it was Rossellini and Cesare Zavattini, and who else that did that Miracle in Milan? Was it Zavattini? Where they you'd have these environments where they were really, really reality based, but there would be these interesting, different cinematic things that only could happen in a movie would happen with these people in it. And that's what I was really going for with Baby Boy. And at the same time having this dysfunctional relationship, dysfunctional romantic relationship that a lot of people at a certain age were playing out. Young black men and women, and trying to find a way in which to, because the movie really is about the black family without being married. it's like they come together and and realize they can't be apart. No matter how dysfunctional and crazy it is, that they're better off together than apart. Mm-hmm. And we had a lot of fun making that movie. It was a lot of laughs, and everybody was new. I mean, Ving Rhames was the veteran on that. He came back to play. He that's another thing of like making Ving badass. So no, as people forget Pulp Fiction.
And that's it.
Cool. Wow.
That was a dope interview.
Yeah.
Really nice.
That's great insight. Yeah, and like when you said that it was about family, it's kind of like family because you have the mom, who's Tyrese's mom, Tyrese is the son. You could see how maybe Taraji might be the sister. And then like the friends, the brother, and they're all they're all not married, they're all not related, but they all play that similar role.
You can see who they're getting involved with too, from point blank.
And as a whole, as them all together as a unit, they're pretty strong.
Yeah.
They all have certain strong points to them that like a family,
And it's good to hear that he had like fun making it for such like he still wanted a serious tone.
For such a heavy movie.
Yeah, and especially
it was a fun set.
Him getting back to his LA roots and finding true to the role.
Yeah, the LA,
getting somebody from Watts. I like that.
One thing that I want to ask you guys about that I thought was interesting was that throughout the movie, Taraji P. Henson and Tyrese's mom only have I think maybe 2 interactions with each other, and both is when Taraji is complaining about the son, and the mom refuses to take a stand either way. I thought that was an interesting character for the mom, and like clearly later on you find out that she might have been favoring more Taraji P. Henson's side, but she didn't want to say it to make her son
that's usually
feel bad.
What happens.
I thought that was an interesting dynamic to play with the two. I was curious on.
I agree with you 100% on that. It was almost like she was too proud to admit that she was on Taji's side, because she was 100% in her shoes before with Tyrese's father. So I feel like she wanted to defend her son as much as she can because she loves her son, but she understood where she was coming from. So she was almost torn,
and she understood where to let him go as well.
So it was more so her coming to terms with her son being a fuck up, just like his father was.
And she couldn't outright admit it. And then finally she's like, I can hint around it and maybe he'll get the hint.
That's why she kind of was like, well, I've been in your shoes. You're blinded by what he's saying and doing. So it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying it's your fault.
What did you guys think?
You go.
Go ahead.
Norris. You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Well, I think you kind of nailed it.
Did I?
Well, I think we all nailed points about the movie that are very crucial. So
I definitely recommend it to anybody that doesn't really,
or have never seen it.
That hasn't seen it, definitely, or doesn't have an idea of what John Singleton films are all about. It gives you a good flavor.
Or do you think about having children? Maybe, I don't know.
If you're interested in that culture, or of getting a story or a taste of what was
real
happening,
life,
exactly, real life of what's happening during that time, it's a good reference note. That, and along with Boys in the Hood, I feel are both really significant time
still alive
that are still relevant today across the nation, from South Central California to fucking Chicago to New York to Detroit to Florida
to Europe,
the Bible Belt, Atlanta, Alabama, all through there. I feel it's the same story, different scenario, different people, but essentially it's predominantly the same situation.
It's a universal story.
So
very nice. Very good closing thought.
Very good question. Admiral Atlas.
Admiral Downer.
There we go.
You ain't leaving. You're never gonna live that down.
No, dude, I like that one.
You can't do it.
Admiral Downer.
Just call me AD.
AD.
All right. So next week is our 100th episode.
100th episode.
So right here, triple digits.
We're gonna do something special. I'm not sure what exactly is gonna go down, but we are gonna do the episode regardless. It's gonna be awesome. Hopefully, we can have everybody here.
Yeah, dude. As long as we can fit.
We need everyone here. It'll be nice,
dude.
Party.
Yeah.
Party on.
Hopefully.
Party on the podcast.
Party on the podcast. Excuse us if we're eating chips and shit.
Do we
That's how
have
you know it's a lit party.
Do we have a movie that we're gonna do for that?
That's the thing. I'm not sure. Maybe we can do a mini Cruel Intentions.
Please don't put us on the spot. Like,
what about Diego? Diego
should be coming.
There's a lot of people that want to be on this 100th, right? So
yeah,
we got to make this for sure interesting.
I feel like it should be anyone and everyone who's been on the show welcome to come in and just say what's up, or
that'd be really nice.
Almost like a reflection of hey, Wes, thanks for having me on the show.
We got a big. We could extend the table, bring more chairs in, whatever the fuck.
We have more people in here for sure, and but yeah, like I said, dude, whatever you feel like you want to do for the 100th episode.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a huge milestone, and it gives you an idea of how hard work this is, dude, for you to be doing that. It's crazy, dude, how long it's been going on and
how many people love the idea that
100
or a part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
You got to 100 episodes.
100.
Like some people don't.
That's a milestone, Wes.
You got 10 times the amount of most podcasts,
and not just 100 episodes, 100 consecutive episodes.
Yeah.
Never missed one.
Never late. They're never late on an episode.
And you know what's crazy too is sometimes in that week you give 2 episodes. Like
we've done bonus episodes.
Yeah, ghost story episodes. Bonus.
Ghost story.
Spoiling y'all. They out here spoiling motherfuckers. Giving y'all bonus episodes.
Treating you podcast listeners like baby boys.
All right. Share this podcast
baby
on
cats.
Facebook, Twitter. Please. Sure. You're not doing anything. You post articles on there all the time anyway. Share this podcast that you're listening to.
For real, man. But
share the knowledge.
I feel like 100 should be like a commentary on the show, but also like a review on a movie.
On like a really dope movie. Like, do like either you or James's like favorite movie of all time.
Okay. All right.
Like
you have ideas. You have a week to figure it out. So
yeah, you got a week to figure it out.
You put all the ideas in a hat, or do them all at the same time.
I like that.
You have a place to do it.
Do every single idea.
Shit,
it's your call, man. Your show. Your call.
We can throw an idea, Wes and James. Imagine. You never know. We thought about doing rom-coms. I don't know, dude. That'd be hilarious.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you guys want, though, most likely.
Episode
and I'm down
100.
Episode
100.
Coming.
Let's make this happen.
Coming soon. Dropping the atom bomb.
Chill out, D-Quad.
Bam. Bam.
So you can find us on all major podcast platforms, including Spotify, iTunes,
Spreaker.
Sods.
Are you still on Spreaker?
Yeah.
You got
Google Play.
iHeart.
Google Plus. iTunes.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. SoundCloud.
You guys on Spotify? You guys are on Spotify too?
Pandora.
Everything. And all the there's a bunch of third-party apps that we are on.
Exactly.
Which is awesome.
Share the link.
A lot of Spanish ones too.
Yeah.
So,
I'm seeing those on the sponsors, dude.
That's super rad.
Hey.
Blue Valentine.
Blue Valentine.
We are hosting that movie. If you're in the San Diego area and you want to come down on Valentine's Day, February 14th, we are hosting Blue Valentine, starring Gosling and Michelle Williams, directed by Derek Cianfrance.
Yep. And that's at the Digital Gym on Thursday, February 14th.
Yes.
And you are promoting shirts?
Yeah. Oh, I have. We designed shirts. We have 2 designs, black and white, inspired by the film. We're gonna have pins and stickers inspired by the film, plus all the pin apart stuff.
Shout out!
We're gonna have a little booth.
Is House of Char gonna be there too?
Yep.
No way.
Nice. And we'll be spinning the soundtrack to the movie live in the shop.
Yeah, so show up early to the digital gym in North Park and
I'm doing meet and greet.
swing by. Yeah, say what's up to us, CJ, J Dub, Swan, Oneris. I'll be there.